You're watching Cool Car Envy, and we're back at Toad Hall Classic Car Museum in Cape Cod, Massachusetts for another round in this mini-series. Today we're going to look at Bill Putman's 3 Lotuses. Make sure to watch to the end to find out which one of these Lotuses spawned 2 other exotic sports cars you may have heard of. If you guys like the video, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment. And now let's get right into this one.
Okay, these are a couple of Lotus Esprits, and that's an 87. That was the last of the wedge shape.
Nice.
And then this is an 88. Got rounded out somewhat.
Yeah, I see that.
And this is my daily driver for 6-7 years. It was
That's
a fun
awesome.
car.
So cool.
Both of them have the same engine in them. It's a 4-cylinder twin turbo. Colin Chapman was one of the first people to get involved in fiberglass bodies.
Right.
His philosophy was make them light and make them fast.
Absolutely. Light and fast.
And you have to call them mid-engine. The engine's way back here.
Oh, okay.
But to be a rear-engine car, the motor has to be behind the axle. And this is sort of on top of the axle, so
Right.
it's mid-engine.
Mid-engine, yeah.
And rear-wheel drive and everything.
Right.
And if you notice, there's some leaves here.
Yes, I see that. What's the story with that?
It goes back about 5-6 years or so. Possum, about yay big.
Yeah.
Mother got hit by a car out here.
Oh.
And we fed it. I still feed him every night.
Yeah. Awesome.
And he would stay out in the woods. And this winter, for some reason, he decided he wanted to come in. And he would sit there, knock on it, and he'd kind of look at you like, this is my house.
Yeah.
So I am going to have to get all that out of there. But these were very comfortable cars, very low. The Lotus Europa, which I did sell, we've got a body of one up on top.
I love that.
You almost like lying down on your back.
Yeah, we'll get a shot of that on the way out.
And but they're neat little cars. They have this on the top will lift up and let air through, and so they're not convertibles, but
close, yeah.
But so these are virtually identical. Of course, they're only a year apart.
Right. So they're actually, it's a noticeable difference in the body style. They really revamped it in '88.
Oh, yeah.
These cars were both featured in a couple of really famous movies from back in the '80s. Yeah, so you want to tell us?
This was James Bond and stuff.
Yeah. Roger Moore.
And then Pretty Woman was this one.
Right. With Richard Gere and Julia Roberts, yeah.
But they're neat little cars.
They really are.
The windshield on both of them is just about flat. It's just one windshield wiper.
Yeah, look at that.
So the passenger, he's about half done.
Yeah. I know some Mercedes were also made with that single blade, that single wiper arm.
Really?
Back in the '80s, yeah.
I just made it work.
Yep. Awesome. What a car.
They're neat. And if you remember the TVR in the back.
Right.
Which has the same sort of front.
Right. Looks just like this one.
Colin Chapman got involved and they kind of worked together. He designed the interior of it and the guy copied the exterior of this onto his.
Right.
So if you wanted to see a convertible version of this, go back there and vice versa.
We'll take a walk back there.
This particular car has, or this model, has another story behind it. John DeLorean, who was with DeLorean Motors and stuff, got involved in basically taking the design of this, but making it out of stainless steel.
Okay. And
Colin Chapman helped him, and they worked on it.
Yeah.
And then it was just running up huge amounts of money.
Yeah.
Expense money.
Yeah.
And so John started bringing in drugs, not as a drug dealer, but he was just selling to drug dealers to get some money.
Just desperate to make money to keep the car business going.
A year after this car was made, Colin Chapman got a heart attack and died.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to go and take a look at the car that was made after that.
Yeah.
General Motors bought it for about a 3-year period.
Right.
And then a Malaysian company bought it after that.
Wow.
But this one we're going to go look at next is a a General Motors car.
Yeah, Lotus
but this
General
thing,
Motors.
Stainless steel would have weighed a few pounds more than fiberglass.
Absolutely. But this is the Colin Chapman vision here. Fiberglass, light and fast. And it looks, you can see the real similarity to the DeLorean. So yeah. That's a lot of history right there. Awesome. Beautiful car.
For sure, for sure.
Absolutely.
Anyway, come on, let's go take a look at the other one. So this is when General Motors owned them.
Right.
And I don't know what the Lotuses that we showed you back there have Lotus engines in them.
Yeah.
And they're mid-engine.
Right.
This has a front engine.
Okay.
And General Motors somehow was involved in Zuzu because the cars are made over in England. And this particular, I drove it for a fair amount of time. It was a very comfortable, easy driving car.
Yeah, it looks
fun.
But
it's a front engine, and then it's front wheel drive.
Oh, so totally different.
So,
right.
Basically, it's the mirror image of the back there, where you've got the weight of the engine on top of the wheels that drive.
Yeah.
So it's just the power going better.
Gives it more traction. Yeah, yeah. Yep, those rear wheel drives can be a little squirrely.
Yeah. But so this is front wheel everything.
Yeah, yeah.
My Datsun 240Z was the race car.
Yeah.
It was front engine rear wheel drive, the way most cars were made back in those days.
Sure, yeah.
And if you went around a corner and accelerated, the rear end would just spin.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was up in the air.
Right. Yeah, I had a Dodge Dakota stick shift rear wheel drive. Anytime the roads were wet, it was impossible not to spin those back tires like everywhere you go. But this is a beautiful little car. I'm not disappointed with what GM decided to do with the body style. It's really, really cute.
No, it's a neat little, neat little car.
Really cute. Obviously manual. Every car in this museum is stick shift, right? There are no automatic cars in this collection.
I have no idea how to drive an automatic car.
I don't either. That's what I like about you. So you drove all of these Lotuses a fair little bit
at one time
back in the day. Yeah, that's really cool. I love it. So cool. I can appreciate your fondness for the stick shift, fast little sports cars.
They were fun.
Yeah. So we saw the wedge Lotus over there, and then you have a TVR over here that's a convertible.
Yeah, the 87, the one on the left-hand side.
Yeah, the James Bond.
Was the last of the sort of wedge-shaped thing.
Right.
And at about the same time frame, Colin Chapman got involved with Trevor Wilkinson and Dixon and some of the people that ran TVRs.
Right.
And so Lotus designed the interior. If you look at this and you go back and look at the 87, identical. Are very close to it.
Very close, yeah, look at that.
And then
beautiful interior.
TVR said, well, this is okay. So they copied the front.
Right. Yep.
So if the Lotus Esprit made a soft top, this is what it would look like. If TVR made a hard top version, that's what it would look like.
Right, right. Cool.
And it's got the same windshield, pretty much flat. If you remember, both of the 87 and the 88 Esprits had a fairly straight single window.
Right.
And just one windshield wiper.
Yep. Same thing here. Yep.
And so, like I say, they copied a mutual effect.
Right. Right. Yep. The feeling was mutual.
So that's the soft top Lotus.
So that was just some great car history from Bill, and I highly recommend you go check out Toad Hall Classic Cars in Hyannis, Massachusetts, and tell them Cool Car Envy sent you. And if you're still here, do us a favor and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and leave us a comment. We appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.